Splattered with goo, one figure threw their arms up in furious exasperation, declaring this would be the absolute last time, their wide eyes accusing. The other, emerging nonchalantly from a portal with bags in hand, merely dismissed the outrage, remaining detached from the pain of the accusation that they only cared for themselves. The one clutching the newly acquired crystals shot a wide-eyed, indignant look, questioning the very idea of calling such valuable items stupid. Facing them with exasperated, gore-splattered fury, the other raged about the monstrous ordeal endured for these supposedly insignificant gems. With eyes wide and hands gesturing in furious exasperation, one figure pleaded for the other to finally think of someone else, to use their advancements for good instead of causing trauma. The other, however, cast a dismissive look, calmly asserting that altruism was self-defeating and true happiness lay in individual self-fulfillment. Their wide, confused eyes looked out with a wincing grimace, hands raised in an exasperated shrug. They voiced their genuine uncertainty about the lessons being imparted amidst the chaos. Their wide, anxious eyes searched the other figure, their expression a mix of exasperation and profound discomfort. They finally managed to articulate the troubling reality of their limited role models, highlighting the difficult position it put them in. The figure on the right, with a grimace of exasperation, gestured dismissively, refusing to engage in philosophical debate with someone whose ideas they considered too simplistic. Their companion, eyes wide with indignation and a hand raised in protest, quickly retorted, accusing them of expressing selfish beliefs. Met with an indifferent, almost bored gaze from the figure on the right, the middle one's worried expression deepened slightly as they accepted the situation. With a hint of resignation, they stated they would continue looking, while the figure on the far left observed the exchange with wide, anxious eyes. With wide, searching eyes, they voiced their incredulity, questioning if no one at all would step forward. A growing sense of dismay settled upon their features as the stark answer of no became painfully clear. Bursting into the room with wide, anxious eyes and an outstretched arm, one figure frantically asked if anyone had seen their missing Titanic trading card set. The other met this outburst with a deeply unconcerned, almost annoyed stare, while a third looked on from the side with wide, startled eyes. With a look of exasperated disbelief, one figure pointed a finger, acknowledging how thoroughly they'd been convinced. The other, eyes wide and a subtle smirk, savored their small triumph as the first reluctantly agreed they would make some space medicine. With tears streaming down their face and eyes wide in utter distress, one figure desperately clutched their phone. Nearby, two others looked on. One, with a bewildered shrug, questioned the reason for such intense sadness, while the other simply watched with wide, curious eyes.